Hey guys, you can get all of our NFL picks for today's action over at stumpthespread.com, link down in the video description, and be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel to continue to get all of our NFL pick video plays. Heading into today's action, we're going to be talking about this matchup here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Cincinnati coming in as about 5.5-point underdogs with the over-under set at about 40.5 points. Cincinnati right now building some momentum. They're coming off back-to-back wins against the Browns and the Bills, and also this is a Bengals squad that's performed well on the road this year. They've only played 2 road games thus far. That was their blowout 31-7 win against in-state foe Cleveland, and then also losing in Green Bay by just a final of 24-27 in what was a very competitive contest. In their last outing, the Bengals on their home field going on to beat the Bills by a final of 20-16, and in that outing, Andy Dalton was able to move the ball effectively through the air, however did throw a couple of interceptions, but passing for 328 yards, 1 touchdown to 2 interceptions, while the ground game added just 65 yards and 1 touchdown on 27 carries. But defensively, the Bengals were very strong. They only gave up 166 yards to the air and 82 yards on the ground to that Buffalo offense. So leaning heavily on their defense, certainly a positive sign for this Bengals defensive unit coming into this one here against a Pittsburgh team that's been quite a bit up and down in recent weeks. Right now the Steelers on the year standing 4-2 overall. They're actually coming off an extremely impressive win on the road against the Chiefs by a final of 19-13, a much better result here from the Steelers the prior week on their home field against the Jacksonville Jaguars, coming up well short, losing that one by a final of 9-30 in what was a rather embarrassing result there for the Steelers. But in that upset road win against Kansas City, Ben Roethlisberger went on to complete 17 of 25 passes for 252 yards, 1 touchdown to 1 interception, while the ground game really impressed, picking up 194 yards and 1 touchdown on 37 carries. Pittsburgh seems to be going more towards an offensive system where they're going to focus more on running the ball. So the Bengals, they're going to prepare for that today, really try to load up that box and force Pittsburgh to throw a bit more. Defensively, in that outing against Kansas City, Pittsburgh gave up 246 yards through the air, but just 28 yards on 15 carries on the ground. For the Bengals to have success in this one and potentially go on to get the upset, they're going to have to produce more on the ground than what we saw out of them last week against the Bills, and also in terms of how good the Pittsburgh Steelers looked defensively against the run in their last out. And that's going to be the key to success here for the Bengals. This is a Cincinnati squad that has a lot of very talented backs. Guys like Mixon, Hill, and Bernard certainly form quite a potent trio of running backs out of the backfield there for Cincinnati, so certainly going to be something that they try to focus on in this matchup. Wouldn't be surprised to see a lower scoring game in this contest. You have to consider the fact that in each of these teams' last outings, the under hit. The Bengals combined scored just 36 points in their last outing, and then also the Steelers with that 32 total points in their last outing. So in what's probably going to be a lower scoring, hard-hitting rivalry matchup here, that gives these points a little bit more value. And in a game where we see it being very competitive, we feel like the Bengals getting these 5.5 points is going to be the better value play coming into this contest today. So that's going to be our play, guys, signing with the Bengals, getting those 5.5 points. And again, to get all of our NFL plays, you can check those out over at stumpthespread.com, and be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. So thanks for stopping on in, and we hope to see you guys in future videos. Bye.